Please take a moment and find yourself in a standing position. You can have your feet in parallel. I like to feel my second toe in alignment with the center of my ankle, and then in the front parts, bony parts of my hips on my pelvis. So once you've established that, lift all 10 toes off the earth and then spread them, fan them wide back down on the ground. Externally rotate your arms so your palms face forward. Lift through your crown and then close your eyes. We'll start here in Tadasana. Allow the breath to be full. Just beginning to access the internal. Feeling the lungs moving, the diaphragm moving down, creating space. Feel the top of the head lifting, growing, and also simultaneously feeling grounded through each leg. So just taking this moment to feel your verticality, having thanks for your body, your ability to stand, and then feeling this oppositional pull, groundedness down into the legs, and lifting spaciousness out through the crown. I like to feel as if my spine is the stem of a giant flower, my head being the center of that flower, and I lift and grow upwards towards the sun. And see, as you begin this process, focusing on the breath, allowing the breath to move three-dimensionally. So I feel the front and backs of my ribs expanding forward and back, so this being on the sagittal plane. You can also feel the sides of your ribs expanding side to side laterally. And then, of course, feeling up and down, breathing on the vertical. When you combine all of these aspects, you feel your lungs filling like balloons, expanding in 3 dimensions. So allow that to influence the movement of your intercostal muscles, your ribs, your belly. Maintaining focus on the breath, begin to activate the physicality. So you're going to draw the soles of the feet towards one another without actually moving your feet. So this traction, like you're pulling your mat towards your center line, should activate the inner thighs, giving the legs a little bit of energy and groundedness. Keep that moving ever so slightly. Begin to feel your navel moving in and up. So you're feeling a nice lift. So keeping the legs, the feet moving towards one another, the belly active and strong. Feeling the scapula, the tips of the scapula dropping down towards the back. And then find your chin level. Let that be parallel to the earth, so you're not tucked, you're not lifted. It's a nice parallel position, and then top of the head lifting. Spread the fingers ever so slightly. Feel like you have a ball of light in each hand. We'll take 3 deep breaths here in Tadasana, keeping all of those aspects active. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice full inhale. Nice long exhale. Last full inhale. Feel the 3-dimensional breath. And exhale, release. Good. Let the eyes gently open. From here, take a nice bend into both knees, still supporting the low belly. And on an inhale, bring the hands to meet at heart center. Take an inhale here. Interlace your fingers, flip the palms, pinkies up, and push forward on your exhale. Inhale, draw the arms up. Stay in your bent knees, but look up just ever so slightly, feeling your sternum lift. Take one full breath here. And then exhale, bring the arms forward as you begin to curve the thoracic spine, mid-spine, as you're curling over a big beach ball till your hands come down. Your spine comes back to vertical. And on an inhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Interlace, exhale, flip, pinkies up. Inhale, reach. Staying here for a moment, lift the face, lift the sternum. Still feeling the activation of the feet pulling towards one another. One more full breath. Feel the breath into the back body. And exhale, curve round. Feel the gaze moving down towards the feet. The arms come down. You're in this nice curve shape. And then bring the spine back to vertical. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, interlace, flip, press. Inhale, lift. You should feel the thighs working, the feet working. Take a few breaths here, allowing the sternum to lift. Feel the legs moving down in opposition. Good. Take an inhale. Draw the palms up higher towards the ceiling. Exhale, curve round over that big ball. This time bring the hands to the thighs. Inhale, you'll arch, come into cow. And then exhale, curve, cat. Feel the head and tail moving together and in opposition. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Feel the top of the head and the sits bones moving away. Inhale, arch. Engage the navel. Exhale, curve round. Feel the focus towards the navel center. Again, inhale. And exhale. You can stay here with hands on the thighs, or if you want a little extra energy, release the hands, hover them, and continue the process. Keep the legs bent. Let the breath be full. You can find a breath that works for you, either in and out through the nose, or full through the nose and out through the mouth. Really nice. Feeling the curves, feeling the 3 curves of the spine working. The tailbone and the top of the head moving and getting closer. Should feel nice heat here. Take one more inhale, hands back to the thighs, arching up. And exhale, fold slightly over. Keep the knees bent, bring the fingertips to the earth, drop the head. Just place the ribs and the belly on the thighs for a moment. Take a few deep breaths, feeling the breath into the legs. Good. And then gently tuck the tailbone underneath and begin to roll up through the spine. You're going to time the straightening of the legs with the moment that you come back to vertical. Flip the palms face forward. Take a nice inhale. And exhale. Good. Keep that. Tuck the chin towards the chest. And begin to circle the head to the right. And gently back, lifting. And exhale forward. And continue. Inhale, back half of the circle. And exhale, front half. Good. Activate the feet even though we're isolating the effort in the cervical spine. And I like to feel as I go back as if someone has my head supported. So I'm not dumping into the back, crunching my cervical spine, but lifting, finding a nice connection. And when you're ready, reverse the other way. Exhaling as you come forward and inhaling as you go back. Keep the focus alive. Notice the space that you're in. Notice how the room feels. Maybe noticing details of your own physical body as well as your external environment. And when you're ready, inhale, come back to vertical. Take a moment, close the eyes, suspend the breath lightly. Engage the navel, lift, get taller. And then exhale, release out through the mouth. Good. Keeping the eyes open, we're just going to begin to rotate the shoulders. So you can take bends of the knees as you do this. So we'll bend as the shoulders come forward, and then open, and then bend as they come forward, and open. Good. A couple more, bending, really rounding. Good. And now bring the fingers to the shoulders. We'll circle the elbows. You can feel like you're on a carousel, how the animals, they go up and down. So feel the breath. And then finally, release, open the arms. Good. One more inhale, look up, reach the arms up. And then we'll reverse, start with the shoulders coming forward. Good. Nice long breaths. Feel the scapula working in the back. Connecting to the arms, adding the elbows, fingertips to the tops of the shoulders. Good. Charging the legs, lifting, and big arm circles. You can add the spine to this if you like, arching and rounding ever so slightly. And take one more inhale, reach up. And exhale, cross the arms in front. Bend the knees, roll down through the spine, making your way to a nice forward fold here. In your forward fold, allow your spine to release, keeping the knees bent. If this might be your first forward fold of the day, just find a space that works for you. I like to be on my fingertips. It gives me a little more accessibility for the backs of my legs. When you're ready, on an inhale, bring your hands to your shins, find a flat back. And exhale, bend the knees, return back to your forward fold. Again, inhale, hands to the shins, flat back, lengthen, nice tabletop. And exhale, bending the knees back down. We'll do this a few more times. Feel the spine unfurling. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bending. And inhale, flat back. And exhale, bending. Good. From here, bend your right leg generously. Bring your right hand in line with your face. And on an inhale, reach your left arm up. Feel grounded in the legs. Reach out of the shoulder, reaching the fingers towards the ceiling, and then lengthen your sits bones away from the top of your head. And then support this from the low belly, finding a nice twist. Take one more breath here. And exhale, circle the arm out to the side and down. Switching, left leg bends generously, right arm on an inhale unfurls upward. Feeling the nice long breath here. Again, remembering what it felt like to be in your flat back, but now in this twist, lengthening crown of the head and sits bones. One more breath here. And exhale, hand circles and comes down. Bring your hands forward, shoulder distance, and we'll step back into a nice downward facing dog just for a moment. And you can take a moment, just feel even. You can pedal one leg and then the other. And from here, lift both heels high, straight legs. Exhale, heels reach towards the earth. On an inhale, bring your right foot in between your hands. Drop your left knee down to the earth. If this is too much, you can fold your mat. Find a little more cushion. On an inhale, hands to the front thigh. Inhale, coming up. You can come into a little arch if you feel ready. If not, take the focus forward. As we're in this arch here, you can untuck the back toe and then just check, is your knee too far over your front ankle? See if you can stack it. Wrap that right hip back and down, lift and lengthen. Take one breath here. And exhale, tuck those back toes, fold forward. Come back to your high lunge. Step back to plank. Take an inhale in plank. And exhale, drawing the left foot forward in between the hands, setting yourself up for the other side. Either patting that back knee or letting it rest gently on the earth. Inhale, coming up. And wherever you are, you want to feel that nice length down the front of that right hip. And again, moving in opposition, feeling the energy out of the top of the head and even those right toes. Take one more breath here. And exhale, coming back forward. Sit your hands up, spread them wide. Step back to plank. And we'll hold plank for a few moments. So you want to really spread the fingers, broaden through the collarbones, engage the low abdominals. Find nice, long, even breaths here. If this is too much, you can always bring the knees down. If you have wrist problems, you can come into forearm plank. Find a plank that works for you. And when you're ready, take a full inhale. And exhale, we'll lower gently down into forearm plank, one arm at a time. And allow yourself to breathe here. For a little added energy, you can lift the left leg out, point the toe, just hold it up. And take a full breath. And lower, switching right leg out. And one full breath here. Lower. And gently lower your hips to the earth, release the hands, come into a nice sphinx. Feeling yourself pulling your body and your chest forward, lengthening. Keep those legs engaged. Find a nice lift. Take a breath here. And on an exhale, surrender into your shoulders. Tuck the chin towards your chest. Just bow. A little restorative. And then fire up the energy of the hands. Inhale, coming back up to Sphinx. And exhale again. Surrender into your shoulders. Release. Dropping the head, neck, and shoulders. Take one more. Inhale, coming up. And keep the spine up, but gently begin to walk the hands back towards the floating ribs. Your spine might lower slightly. And then we'll come into a hovering cobra, so lift the hands up off the ground. And one more breath here. Keep the spine up, but open the arms out wide, coming to fingertips, making domes on both hands. Inhale, arching up. And exhale, folding forward. And again, lifting, inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. And exhale back. One more nice full inhale. And exhale, lower. Bring the hands back to your mat. Take a moment, push yourself back to child's pose. Bringing the big toes to meet and opening the legs so the body can rest in between the thighs. Reaching through, nice long spine. Just taking in the energy, noticing any shifts that might have occurred throughout your practice. And just resting and also charging up for the next part to come. Take one more breath here. And exhale, come back to tabletop position. We'll move into side plank Vashisthasana. So if you would, again, align your hand in line with your face, right hand. Then we'll tuck the toes, we'll lift up, and then we'll twist over. I like to keep one foot in front of the other. You're welcome to stack your feet, and then left arm up, reaching towards the ceiling. And take a couple breaths here. Really feeling the shoulder wrapping, spreading through the fingers. Take a nice breath. And then on an exhale, you're going to bend the knees, reach down towards your feet, and then inhale, sweep all the way up. And then we'll do that once more, down and all the way up, and this will bring us to a plank. You'll adjust that right hand, and then we'll come to the other side. Left hand to the middle of the mat, shifting to the outside of the left foot, and reach up. Enjoying the challenge, embracing the space. And take an inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, reach beyond your feet, beyond the bottom of your mat. Inhale, come up. And exhale, reach down. Feel like you're pressing down on something very heavy. Inhale all the way up and over to plank. And exhale, holding plank. Good. When you're ready, come back to downward facing dog. And we'll move through a couple lunges. So take an inhale, bend both knees, look up in between your hands. And exhale, step both feet forward. Take an inhale, half flat back. And exhale, fold. Bending both knees, curling up gently. And bring the hands to prayer. From here, shift the weight over to the right. Bring the left leg up. You can point the foot if you like. You don't have to. It's a habit of mine. Take an inhale. And on an exhale, bend into that standing leg. And then begin to hinge forward. Send that left leg back. You can reach the arms forward so you're pulling in opposition. And find a nice low lunge. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, shift forward. Grab the knee in both hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend into that standing leg. Again, shifting, hinging, pulling in opposition. Use the belly to support. Find your low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, open the arms out to the side. And exhale, straighten the leg. And again, coming up. And take the focus up. And we'll go one more time. Standing leg bends. See if you can reach longer. Find more support. Get lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the back knee. Open the arms. And exhale, coming back up. Good. Take a moment, shake out that leg. And shake out the standing leg. Good. And set yourself up. Left side. Feel the weight as if you're pouring sand into a sandbag, which is your left foot. You'll notice perhaps a discrepancy one side to the other. Grabbing the shin on the right side, inhale, looking up. And again, bending into that left leg now, reaching out. Find your nice low lunge coming up. Stay here for a moment. And bend the back knee. And shift the weight forward, come back up. Find your balance. Take an inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, bending. Reaching the arms and the feet. And coming up. Good. Bend the back knee. Open the arms. Feel broad like a pair of wings. And then shift the weight forward. And feeling the energy coming underneath. One more lift. And again. Feel strong, pulling, supporting the effort. Reaching up, bending the back knee, opening the arms, and coming back. Good. Shake that leg out. Shake the opposite leg out. Wonderful. On an inhale, reach hands to heart center, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to plank. Take a nice breath here in plank. And shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. And then flip over to your back. On your back, we'll take just a nice gentle twist. Bring the left leg up into your chest. Right hand to the outside of the left knee and pull it across. If you can, open up that left arm. Look over that left shoulder. Beginning to ground the body. Ground the energy. And take a nice breath in. And lengthen. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And then switch the legs. Take a breath here, right leg in. And left, right leg across the body, looking out over that right hand if you can. And take one more breath here. And exhale, release. Come back up. Wrap your arms around your shins if you can. On an inhale, bring your knees and your head towards one another. You'll come into a little ball, like a seed. Breathe deeply, just for a few moments here. Feeling tight and compact. This little ball of potential. Notice where your attention is. Notice the subtleties of the shifts. Notice the warmth of the physicality. Breathe deep. Really feel the body pushing against the thighs. And for this last little bit, clench as much as you can. Activate all your muscles. Get tighter and smaller. Take a full breath in. And on a full exhale, release out. Let the body go. Let the legs naturally externally rotate. The palms face up towards the ceiling. Lengthen out just for a moment of rest in a nice Shavasana. Allow the breath to come back. Feeling your distal edges, your fingers and your toes, top of your head and the base of your pelvis. Take a nice full stretch, reach the arms overhead and point through the toes. And on a nice exhale, curl into a little ball on your left side. Keeping the eyes closed, feel this nice fetal position, cradled and supported. And with the least amount of effort, push yourself up to a gentle cross-legged position, Sukhasana. Allow the eyes to remain shut. Place the hands in the lap, right hand on top of left, with the thumb tips touching. Allow the breath to be full, and your awareness to be on that breath. Just feel the space, acknowledge the time you've given yourself to work on your practice, to engage in something new, and hopefully make new connections. And on an inhale, bring the palms to meet in front of the heart center. And exhale, bow the head towards the heart. Thank you for practicing with me. May these teachings stay with you. May you incorporate and synthesize all of these postures and movements into a unique voice that feels supportive for your own self, your own identity, your own background and history. May movement continue to flow through you in each moment. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.